Good morning. My name is Kristen Hartman, and I have the honor to be on your board of trustees. I'm a tall, white, fat millennial femme with brown hair, and I'm wearing a black turtleneck and a striped jumpsuit. As part of our services here at First UU, our speakers provide brief visual descriptions of ourselves to improve accessibility and welcome for people with visual impairments and for anyone online. Welcome. If this is your first time here, please take our visitor gift from the greeters table outside in the gallery. One of our dedicated volunteers will be available in Beach Hall to share our Getting to Know UU information. Use the QR code on the screen to access our order of service, make donations, and sign in to let us know you're here. And whether you're a first-timer or you remember when we first added a second worship service back in 1954, we invite you to come chat with us after the service to learn more about who we are and what we believe here at First UU. Please find me or another member of the board in Beach Hall after the service. We now invite you to rise in body or in spirit to sing our opening hymn, Loosen. The words will be up on the screen, and we have a song leader.
Loosen, loosen, baby, you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby, you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Holy breath and holy name, will you ease this pain? Holy breath and holy name, will you ease this pain? Loosen, loosen, baby, you don't have to carry the weight of your world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby, you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Holy breath and holy name, will you ease this pain? Holy breath and holy name, will you ease this pain?
Good morning. My name is Victoria. I'm a member of the First UU CUUPS chapter. I'm a medium height, white femme millennial with short, straight red hair, wearing a black and purple blouse with black pants, and my pronouns are she, her. We begin our service by pausing to remember the first people who lived and loved on this land, and to acknowledge that they did not leave it by choice. We aspire to do more as a community to be in true solidarity with this land and those indigenous to it. We support the Native American Indian Center of Central Ohio in their Land Back NACO campaign as a step along the path of restorative justice, knowing that the journey is challenging and long, but necessary if we wish to become a place of true beloved community.
I'm the first one. Yep. Let us enter into the spirit of worship with this responsive reading, titled, "This Sacred Thread" by Heather K. Januels. They once dwelled among us, the people of memory.
They who knew us, they who taught us, they who hurt us, they who loved us.
They touch our lives time and again through their presence and their absence.
Through familiar scents and favorite songs, through old stories and renewed sorrow.
As the earth turns and leaves fall, we reach back to renew the bonds between us.
With hearts and hands open, we hold on to love, ever stronger than death.
We reach back in gratitude and understanding without our time together, the pain and the joy.
We would never be who we are today. We would have little to pass on ourselves.
Without fear, with thanksgiving, and with hope for all that awaits.
Remember those who have gone before. We honor the circle of life and death and our place within the sacred thread.
I now invite our children to meet Gus in the back to prepare to bring in the light while we enjoy this piece from our choir. Also, should you feel the need, Sue Ann Farnlocker is available as a pastoral listener after the service. There are 2 carrying cards this week. Chuck White, longtime member of First and prominent Columbus newscaster, passed away at the age of 90 in early October. There will be a service for him on April 18th. We send our condolences to his loving family. Thaddeus Davidson and Caroline Macharski are happy to announce their engagement. They got engaged October 13th at the Oak Openings Preserve Metro Park near Toledo and are so happy to announce it to the congregation. And finally, last but not least, happy 99th birthday yesterday to Marguerite Mulk. To celebrate, we will have cake in Fellowship Hall after the service.
It is now time for our children to bring in the light. Our chalice lighting this morning is titled More Than One Life by Lee Hubert. Lighting a candle is somewhat like the beginning of life. If that is true, then perhaps extinguishing a candle is like the ending of a life. But death may not be the end of us. We live on in the memories of friends and loved ones. The influence we possessed in life works on, moving persons or causes forward. Let us not forget that most candles have more than one life, and so perhaps may we.
Good morning. My name is Denise Clark. I'm wearing a brown and black kind of tie-dyed shirt. I am a 58-year-old white woman. I also have glasses and somewhat curly brown hair. My pronouns are she and her. Welcome to our whole congregation membership service, remembrance service. Sorry. Oh, I thought I got to hide. They're not letting me hide. Uh-oh. Oh, now I have to hold this up. So, because so many of our rituals around remembering have their roots in pagan practices, our chapter of Pagans was again invited to offer this service. We dedicate this service to those who became ancestors too soon, to the ancestors who never got a chance to heal, and to our ancestors who pushed for a better world. Some of us observe Samhain, which is the root of most modern Halloween traditions. Some of us take part in Dia de los Muertos, or All Souls Day rituals, and some honor family traditions that have no cultural title. We have woven elements of all of these practices into our service today. Because rituals of remembrance are intended to span generations and pass stories down, there are no separate RE classes today. Our children and youth are encouraged to participate here with us because these kinds of observances are meant for the whole community. We invite the children to go sit with their families now, and we will ask you to come help out later. As autumn progressed to the long, dark days of winter, people developed rituals honoring the memories of their ancestors, those grandparents and great-grandparents, family and friends who are no longer living. We retell their stories in the hope that they will always be remembered. By sharing the stories of those who came before us, we pass on the wisdom they gained through their lives. We honor the effort they put into being who they were, and we share our love for them with those we love now. Remembering their past helps us decide who we want to be in our own futures. Some people do this by visiting ancestral places of rest. Some create altars and decorate them with mementos and pictures. Some people set aside special time to tell stories of their dead so that the wisdom, humor, and humanity they brought to the world is carried on to younger generations. Some set aside time to think about their ancestors while eating their favorite foods. In addition to our congregational tradition of creating an altar of memory during this remembrance service, our CUUPS chapter will be hosting a potluck silent supper to which everyone, and I do mean everyone, is invited. It will be here on the evening of Wednesday the 29th, just a few days from now. See Friday's news for more information. Although they take many forms, a common part of a silent supper is offering letters to the departed. Some people choose to give an annual update on how their life is going. Some let their loved ones know how much they are missed. Some use it as an opportunity to say things they were never able to communicate in life. These letters are placed at an empty place of honor during the meal and burned afterward to send them on to the spirit realm. If you would like to write a letter to be included, we have some special stationery at the back. You are invited to write your correspondence and place it in the basket on our memorial altar between now and Wednesday, and we will include them and then mail them via fire after the ritual supper. I now invite those who haven't yet done so, who have brought a photo or memento with them today, to come up now and lay it here on the altar. If you don't have anything with you but would like a physical representation of your person here, there are paper leaves right down there on which you can write their names. So feel free to come up now.
Hello. My name is Phoenix Schuster. I am a short, bald man with a beard, and my pronouns are he, him. I'm wearing a white dress shirt with khakis and a turquoise tie. One special thing about Unitarian Universalism is that we try to make space for the things that everyone brings with them when they come through our doors. We all have different things that are important to us, and we work together to share them with each other and learn from one another. Those who came before us laid down the base for the current tapestry of our community. They placed the cornerstones and set the foundations we build upon now, just as we do that for those who will come after we are gone. I ask you to take a moment now and think of your ancestors, both personal and chosen. What things did they do that set the stage for where you are now? What actions did they take that you are now grateful for? Once you have something or several somethings in mind, I ask you to go to one of the stations around the room and record that thing on the pieces of fabric there. These strips will be the foundation of an art piece we will assemble after the service and display throughout the holidays. Creating this kind of group artwork helps us commemorate the efforts of the people who helped set the foundations for who we are now. Through this act, we acknowledge the gifts shared with us, honor those efforts, and resolve to safeguard their fruits for those who come after us.
Good morning. My name is Candy, and if there are any kids and their caregivers who would like to come down, sit down front during the Time for All Ages story, you're more than welcome to come down at this point. I'll wait a few seconds to see if anybody moves. Yeah, adults can come sit down too. Young and heart can come sit down. Nope, you can sit in the front row too. Thank you for joining us up front. As I said, my name is Candy, and I am a female in her late 50s with purplish hair fading to gray, and I'm wearing a green skirt and a dark jacket that kind of has a fall foliage colors to it. Let's see, today's story is called Will It Be Okay by Crescent Dragon Wagon and art by Jessica Love. Will it be okay? Yes, it will. But what if there's thunder and lightning? You sit at your window and watch the rain beating down over the houses and streets in the dark night. You see how special it is because the lightning shows the rainy sky and countryside and all the city. You pay attention because the loud thunder is calling you, saying, "Look, look, the world is receiving a deep, long drink." But what if there is snow, lots and lots of snow? You put on your red leggings, your orange boots, your pink coat, your plaid scarf, your yellow hat, your fake fur earmuffs. You put on 2 pairs of striped mittens, one on top of the other. But what if we plant a garden and nothing, even the cabbages, come up? No, we go to the nursery and buy 7 tomato plants, just in case. When we come home, we dig 7 holes in the garden and put a tomato plant and compost in each one. We pat the earth back around each tomato plant and pour a bucket of water around each one too, to make them feel at home. Then we go inside to read a book. When we come out again, there's a tiny row of cabbage seedlings, and also the bush beans have come up. But what if a bee stings me? You run into the kitchen, and I rub a piece of raw onion back and forth on this sting. You say, "A piece of onion? That is silly. That won't work." But it does. But what if I'm mad at everyone? You run away. You pack raisins, walnuts, oranges, crackers, and a flashlight and a red bandana. You knot its 4 corners together and tie it to a stick and carry it over your shoulder. You walk and walk till you come to the park. You stay all afternoon sitting by yourself under a tree, and then on a bench. Then you swing, pushing yourself so hard, you go up so high, you make a song to yourself about being a bird. And when you come back home again, you're not mad at anyone. But what if someone doesn't like me? You feel lonely and sad. You walk and walk until you come to a small pond. You kneel in the grass by the edge of this pond. You see something moving. You put out your hand, and a tiny frog, no bigger than your thumbnail, hops into it. Very carefully, you listen and lift it up to your ear, and the frog whispers, "Other people like you. Other people love you." Maybe that person will like you again, maybe not. In any case, you're likable and lovable, and it's all right, because a frog tells you this, and you believe. But what if I forget my lines in the school play? You make up new ones, then and there, and later everyone will say, "What a wise and sensible child. She forgot her lines and she made up new ones." But what if nobody likes the way I dance? You go dance in the woods, alone in the crackling leaves. One day, you meet someone else dancing in the leaves. You dance together. You throw leaves up on each other. You gather leaves into a big pile and jump into them. Then you go home and draw pictures and drink cocoa and whipped cream. But what if you die? My loving doesn't die. It stays with you, as warm as two pairs of mittens, one pair on top of the other. When you remember you and me, you say, "What can I do with so much love? I will have to give some away." So you love thunder and lightning, snow, planting cabbages and bees. You dance with other people in the leaves and are in plays with them and run away with them and read books with them and get mad at them and make up with them. You love them and they love you, and you eat raisins together. So it will be okay. Yes, my love, it will be okay. In this story, a mother and daughter explore the deep connections that are formed through the experiences of everyday things, from reading to raisins. A parent teaches their child that love and the memory of love is encoded in everyday experiences, no matter if the parent is always there to experience them with their child or not. Their memory and their love will be there. Are there things you like to do together that you'll always remember? That's one question to think about and remember.
Well, no, if the kids want to stay down front, we're going to need help with the next part.
If any kids want to stay, I'm going to need your help a little bit. Or adults. You can help too. To our altar of memory, we add items from our various traditions that help us connect to our loved ones and to their memories. Almost every kind of culture that observes this sort of ritual includes the same elements: grain, salt, flowers, water, and fire. All over the world, you can find these common threads when people remember this way. Bread is a symbol of plenty, a representation of the things that feed us and keep us alive. Some also see it as an offering for the souls of the departed. And it looks like Ren's going to help us add the soul cakes to the altar. Excellent. Flowers show us both how beautiful and how fragile life can be. They bloom for a short time, but they're so lovely. Flowers remind us to savor wonder while it lasts. The variety in the world demonstrates all the different ways a life can look. In some cultures, people believe that adding strong-smelling flowers on the memorial table will help guide spirits home to visit. Using oil is a way to set something apart as holy. Anointing something with oil is a sign of deep respect. It can also be a symbol of health and healing. Over time, people have used oil in every part of life, for light and for heat, for medicine and for food, for perfume and for ceremony. Fire represents the souls of the departed. Some believe that the candle flames help light the way home for spirits to visit at this time of year. Oh, you're doing great. Thank you so much. Perfect. Thank you. Salt is for purity and protection. It helps clean and keep things safe. Perfect. Thank you, Ivy. Water represents life. Many people think that we have a part of us called a soul that goes through different cycles, just like water does. Sometimes you can see it, and sometimes you can't, but it's still there. Water is also given as an offering to the ancestors to quench their thirst. Wherever you can find room, you're doing great. Thank you so much. Let's thank them for their help. Okay. Thank you all so much. We now invite everyone to partake in a ritual of names and tears. So kids, you may want to go back to your seats now. For everybody watching online, you might want to get a cup of some warm water and some salt to be able to do this alongside us. Salt and water are reminiscent of the tears that we cry in our joy, in our love, and in our grief. They're a physical release of feelings, after which we often feel a little bit better. Most of us have lost loved ones, parents, partners, children, friends, and pets. We're interconnected by that web of loss. In a few moments, you'll be invited to come up, put a bit of salt in the bowl of water, and then go to the microphone and say the names of the people you have lost out loud, or just in your own space. If you're joining us online, you can type names into the chat. As the salt dissolves into the water, we can't see it anymore. It's still with us in some ways, but gone in others. Just like we carry our loved ones in our hearts, even though we don't have them physically present with us anymore. In speaking their names, we remember them, and we keep part of them in the world. We send gratitude and love to wherever and whatever they are right now. Even that existence is only in the stories we tell about them. We remember how they changed our lives, and we have the chance to share them with our community here. If you're not ready to say a name out loud and just wish to remember them silently, that's all right too. Feel free to sing along with us if you'd like.
Want to sing with me? We remember you, we remember you. Come and be feasted, come and be fed. We remember you. Bright ones, shining ones. We
Greg Cody,
remember
Robert Peters, Janet Hartman,
Come and be honored, come and be fed. We remember you. We remember
Doris, Lynn, Zach,
We remember you. Come and be feasted, come and be fed.
Dennis Clark, Wilma Wilson.
Ann Cooley, Bill Jennings, Jan and Rich Donnelly.
We remember you. Come and be honored, come and be fed. We remember
Joan and Jay Wilson,
Florence Bowles, Stephen Bowles.
Red and Pat Cohen,
Stella Mae LaFriends, Iris LaFriends, Glenn LaFriends,
Gus and Geneva Conley,
Raven Daniel
Matt
Hansen,
Timmis, Lori
Jean
Von Andel,
Cargill, Helen Hansen.
Come and be honored, come and be fed.
Brian Hansen. Robin, Leo, Merrill, Hayes.
Stuart, Peggy, Marjorie, Paul, and Terry.
My sister Chris. Ashley Molk. Sarah Wordlow.
John Graham Sr. and Jr., Luella and Sophia.
Sandra Jordan, Jerry Chandler.
Jeannie Riley, Otto Schmidt, Faye and Bill Riley, Doris
Ravenna
Hollins,
Jones Downey,
George Hollins,
Octavia Jones Perrin, Ron Rathburn.
Misty McGuire, Greg Cody, Nelson Jones, Joe Steigerwald.
Cicely, Jerry, and Maxine.
Marjorie and Dana Reynolds Jr., Robert and Dorothy of Patton.
Marvin Jack. Grandma Erna Lowenson.
Chester, Dorothy, Sally, and Nancy.
Nick, Chris, Todd, Malcolm, Moore.
Bernie Folk.
Mary Layton, Bill Layton, Eric Fredine.
Thank you, everyone. This month's Share the Plate partner is Abortion Forward, formerly Pro-Choice Ohio. They work through policy advocacy to ensure that full access to reproductive health care remains available to Ohioans. Our offering words this morning are from Alice Anachki Naisman. Let us take a moment to honor the ancestors of this church, the people who first came together to create a home for liberal religion here in Columbus, who worked to raise money for a building, who sat in committee meetings and created bylaws, who chopped and marinated and baked for potlucks, who painted and weeded and pounded nails and washed countless dishes, who gathered to worship, to learn, to grieve, to heal, to serve, to build justice, to transform their lives in this world. We are the recipients of an incredible gift and a beautiful vision. Let us do our part to keep this congregation strong, vital, and thriving for the generations to come. In addition to passing the basket, you can text to give, scan the QR code, or visit firstuucolumbus.org/donate. Thank you for your generosity.
Finally, we look ahead to the future. One of the greatest gifts our ancestors give us is that of example. When we take the time to remember those who came before us, it can help us determine who we are, what we value, and what we want to leave of ourselves to those who come after us. By reflecting on our ancestors' struggles, we get to use the lessons of their mistakes and their triumphs to guide us through our own. So, after having spent this time remembering, I ask you now to cast your imaginations forward. What are the threads of yourselves that you are weaving into your family, into this and your larger communities? You're invited to go one last time to the stations around the room, and on one of the colored strips of fabric, record what you offer as a good ancestor in the fabric of this community. After the service, we're going to interweave the contributions of the past with your contributions for the future into a tapestry of community that we'll display.
Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? Where do come from? Mystery, mystery, life is a riddle and a mystery. Mystery, mystery, life is a riddle and a mystery. Where do we come from? Where are we going? Where do we come from? Where are we going? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? Where do we come from? Mystery, mystery, life is a riddle and a mystery. Mystery, mystery, life is a riddle and a mystery. Where do we come from? Where are we going? Where do we come from? Where are we going?
You are the hope your ancestors flung into the future. We symbolize that by weaving our hopes together with our ancestors' efforts into a tapestry of love, loss, and promise. As you head out to coffee hour and beyond, we encourage you to share some of the stories of your ancestors with each other today. This altar will be moved to the back and will stay up until after service next Sunday. You're welcome to take your pictures and your mementos with you today or retrieve them then. Also, please remember, if you feel the need for pastoral care, there'll be listeners in Beach Hall and here after service. And now, before singing Loosen, Loosen together one more time, let us rise in body or spirit and extinguish our chalice together. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of vision. As we go forth, let us heal and transform ourselves and our world through reason and love.
Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Holy breath and holy name. Will you ease this pain? Holy breath and holy name. Will you ease this pain? Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let